So I've been asked by a few folks about my compost and how do I get so much of it. And this is all homemade. Um, Let me get in there and get some good stuff. But as you can see, it's nice and broke down. There's a little bit of vermiculite in there, but I start off. I just have the 3 pallets, and the base is cardboard because I have Bermuda grass and it'll like to grow up into this, and so I put the cardboard base in there so it won't creep up. And then I just fill that up over the course of the year, and at the end of the summer and during the summer I stir it and I water it just to make sure it stays moist and doesn't dry out. And then at the end of the summer I pull it all out and I transfer it to this bin. Now this is one of those 500, I think it's 500 gallon water cage. Inside a big plastic bladder would go inside of there. And I picked this up from a water treatment plant here in my local city, and I actually got it for free. And it comes completely encased. And I took a Sawzall and I cut these supports off the sides, and then there's a couple more here that I cut. And I did that so I could have an area to work inside the bin. And I use that as a fulcrum for the spade to be able to turn this. It actually gets pretty heavy, so you got to do what you can to keep from hurting yourself, or gardening doesn't get to be very fun. But anyway, I really don't do much. At the end of last summer, the cage there was heaping over the top of partially broke down grass, leaves, straw, and vegetable scraps and whatnot. Plus, when we clean out our garden, we throw everything in there, all the stalks from all the vegetables we grew. Also, the sunflower stalks and pumpkin vines and stuff. I will lay those down on the grass and chop them up with the lawnmower, and then I'll throw them in there. But it's heaping over the top, and after the winter, this is what I have. And I just stirred it just a little while ago. But that, to me, that's actually good enough for me. I'll go ahead and throw that in my garden this year. It'll still break down over the course of the year, but that's good enough, and it's not going to create excessive heat, and it is nitrogen rich. It's just beautiful. It smells great. It smells like dirt. It doesn't smell like a diaper. And I'll just incorporate it with what I have here. I've got a box there, another box there, and then some against the fence. And then I have just garden beds there, and then I have a big one in the front yard. But I also use it as top dressing over the lawn. I'll spread it all over the lawn, and that works really well as a good organic fertilizer. Really greens things up. It kind of helps level out the lawn just a little bit too. In some of the, after the winter you get the bumpy lawn. So that's my my little 3-minute spiel on my composting. Nothing special, and and even if I didn't have that cage, I could use another 3 pallets and be just fine. But anyway, and my most productive year, I've made probably about 400 pounds of compost, and what's in there now is about 200 pounds. And if you figure you go to the store and you buy 6 or 8 bags of compost, that's about what I'm making, and it's stuff that I'm keeping out of the landfill. All my garden boxes are all recycled wood. I haven't bought any wood for any of my garden boxes. The pipe there I pulled out of the garbage. We grow strawberries in that. And the fence is made out of recycled everything. This is all 100% recycled except for the screws and the hog fence. But other than that, just doing my part, and hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like it, and happy gardening, folks.